today's video, we have an update directly from Sony on the status of the PlayStation 5 and it being released this year. Obviously, with all the turmoil the world is going through right now, there have been some questions raised on whether or not the next generation consoles would be dropping this year. Sony is still suggesting that the console will in fact be coming this year. We'll take a look at their statement. And also, an awesome Star Wars game has just dropped on PlayStation 4, a PS2 on PS4 game. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy is now available. We'll talk all about that. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered artwork has been found in Modern Warfare's 2019 files. Game is likely dropping soon. We'll talk that in just a little bit. But first up, obviously, a question has arisen on whether or not the next generation consoles that are currently scheduled for a release in 2020, are they in fact going to be coming out in holiday 2020? Sony said fallout from the epidemic may wipe out a previously projected increase in its profit and force it to delay an earnings report scheduled for April. The Japanese company said 2 factories in China are returning to normal operation, but continue to face component shortages, while facilities in Malaysia and UK will remain shut until middle of April because of government requests. Sony said it can't dispatch employees to these locations to discuss assembly of new products. Sony had raised its forecast on February 4th, saying operating income will probably reach 880 billion yen, which translates to about $8.1 billion in the year ending March 31st, compared with the 840 billion yen forecast in October. If profit comes in at the earlier figure, that would be a shortfall of about $370 million. Quote, given their high exposure to consumer spending, it is not surprising that the virus is having an adverse impact on the business, said Damien Thong, an analyst with Macquarie Capital. However, with all of that in mind, a Sony spokesperson said it doesn't see any notable impact on the launch of its next generation game console, PlayStation 5, planned at the end of this year, which is interesting because I would think at the very least that it would cause some sort of supply changes, and whatever the case may be on that, I was still expecting that the console would ultimately be released later this year, but you would think at least there would be a shortage of supplies, which is interesting that that has come together. And the fact that the spokeswoman did note no notable impact on the launch of next generation consoles, well, you would think that a supply shortage would be a little bit of something to note. Now, Sony and their new consoles generally do have supply shortages anyway, given the fact that the consoles are always so much in demand. However, with the epidemic, you would think that would be heightened a little bit, and you would think just the air surrounding the PlayStation 5 and people wanting the console, I feel like the demand is going to be higher than ever for the PS5, comparatively speaking to other platforms in the past. That's just based on me anecdotally observing specific metrics, and I keep going back to that Instagram metric where the picture of the freaking logo had like north of 5 million likes, which was like a staggering number, double higher than any other gaming picture in the history of Instagram, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, considering it was a freaking logo reveal. But nonetheless, the fact of the matter is we don't know if metrics like that are going to translate towards actual success of the console and actual sales of the console, but one would have to think something like that at least is an indicator of general buzz going around of the PlayStation 5, and if you are planning on picking it up in 2020, it looks like at this point, Sony is still planning for a 2020 release timetable. But more than anything, I am really interested to see how the demand and supply is going to be met with this, because let's say there aren't any shortages of consoles available, which I find that a little bit hard to believe, but nonetheless, they would know better about their projected supply than me. What is that going to do for the secondhand market and people that aren't able to get a PlayStation 5 on launch day? I am really interested to see. Like, I lived through the Wii days, I lived through the PlayStation 4 at launch. Those eBay numbers, those eBay prices are going to be absolutely disgusting. If you guys are not prepared to see disgusting eBay resellers going and selling the PlayStation 5 for $1,000, $1,500, I don't even know what to tell you. You guys know that's going to happen, and that's why I implore you, when pre-orders do open, if you guys have any vested interest in the console, if you guys, have the additional money right now, because I know it's hard times for a lot of people, but if you're still planning on buying the console, it is something you're gonna want to pre-order right out of the gate. Alright, moving on from that, I do also want to talk about Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy for PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch is now available. Online multiplayer classic Star Wars game returns. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy is now available for PS4 via the PlayStation Store and Nintendo Switch via the Nintendo eShop, and it is available at $19.99. Published by Asper Media and developed by Raven Software, Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy first launched for PC and Mac back in September of 2003, followed by the original Xbox in November of 2003. The game notes the online multiplayer classic comes to PlayStation 4 with trophies and Switch with modernized controls, taking on the control of a new student eager to learn the ways of the Force from Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. It also notes play with up to 32 online players in 6 online multiplayer game modes, including Siege, Capture the Flag, and Free-for-All. Customize your character by defining both look and gender before entering the academy to learn the power and dangers of the Force. Construct your own lightsaber from handle to blade as you progress. Discover the power of wielding 2 lightsabers or the ultimate double-bladed lightsaber made famous by Darth Maul. Interact with famous Star Wars characters in many Star Wars locations as you face the ultimate choice: fight for good and freedom on the light side or follow the path of power and evil to the dark side. This was a very well-received Star Wars game that doesn't have generally the same sort of legacy as like a Battlefront 2, the old Battlefront 2, not the 2016 game. It seems like when people talk about the older Star Wars games, you look at games like Knights of the Old Republic, Battlefront 2, Jedi Knight typically doesn't get that same reception. However, the people that played it really enjoyed it. To give you guys an idea, it got an 81 on Metacritic, and then on Steam, 6,804 Steam user reviews. 95% of those are positive, so that is a very, very high number. And again, a unique level selection system allows you to choose your own missions and adventures, new vehicles, weapons, force powers, and Star Wars locations, and you can construct your own lightsaber, and 6 multiplayer modes, including team-based siege mode and 2-on-1 a power duel fight in 23 multiplayer arenas. The game is available for $19.99, which is a little bit of a bummer given that it's just $9.99 on Steam. I would have liked to see a $9.99 or even a $14.99 price point would have been better, but at $19.99 it's still probably going to be a game that a lot of people will check out, and if nothing else, you can add it to your wish list for now and then pick it up sometime in the future at a discounted price. Alright, and lastly, there have been a lot of rumblings on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and artwork has been found in MW 2019 files. The game is probably going to be dropping very soon. Yet more evidence has emerged that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is likely coming our way soon. The game has been rated by both PEGI and the Korean Gaming Ratings Board in recent weeks, and now data miners digging around in the latest update for 2019's Call of Duty Modern Warfare have discovered the following promotional art. It notes Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, so that is going to be a bummer to some people if we're not going to be able to delve back into the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer mode, because I think that's what a lot of people want to check out. As the art indicates, it seems we're specifically getting COD MW2 Campaign Remastered. Both PEGI and Korean Ratings said it's campaign only as well, so it seems like all of that is lining up. According to a recent video from Proven COD Insider, The Gaming Revolution, MW2 multiplayer has also been remastered, but Activision may be planning to release it as its own thing. Take that little rumor with a grain of salt for now, as it seems like we're only getting the MW2 campaign. Hey, if they think it's going to be advantageous for them to release MW2 as a campaign and multiplayer separately, I can almost understand why. That MW2 multiplayer component, you want to have a little bit of build-up. You want to use that as a promotional vehicle for something else. If you want to bundle that in with a limited edition Call of Duty game this year, while I wouldn't be a big fan of that, I can understand from a business standpoint why Activision would want to do something like that. In addition to the new artwork, some information about the bonus you can get with the MW2 Campaign Remastered, noting, purchase Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered and receive the Underwater Demo Team Classic Ghost Bundle, or purchase the Ghost Pack Oil Rig Bundle to receive Call of Duty MW2 Campaign Remastered. And there's a lot of other notes about the Ghost Pack Oil Rig, which includes a bunch of different content. Very excited for MW2 Remastered for now, even if it's just the campaign. The campaign in MW2 was really good, so to go back into that, to play through that after the successes of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 Remastered, that is going to be fun. I wasn't a big fan of MW3, so I don't know if they plan on eventually going back to that as well and doing a remastered version of that. Whatever the case may be, MW2 getting remastered is definitely something to get excited about. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, Sony says the virus is disrupting its profits. However, they are still expecting the PlayStation 5 to be released this year. Let's see how that shakes up, as a spokeswoman did say they don't see any notable impact on the launch of its next generation game console PS5 planned holiday 2020. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy for PS4 is available now, so you can check that out for $19.99, and MW2 Campaign Remastered is seemingly coming, and it should be coming very soon. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.